Do Christians go to the celestial kingdom, or is that an appropriate term for heaven or eternity? That's the question. This is Redeeming Life Q&A. I'm Pastor Bryan. This is where I try to answer the questions that you were asking. And maybe if you're wondering, where did that question come from? It came from a recent use of the term celestial kingdom in a sermon that I preached. I said, as we're making our way to the celestial kingdom, to eternity with God. But in our context, in our community where we live, the LDS use that term quite frequently as the top level of three levels. They believe there's sort of these three tiers based on your works and your righteousness, this sort of works-based thing, to get into one of these three. Celestial being the top in the presence of God, and the other two subpar categories are like, I think it's called a terrestrial kingdom and a telestial kingdom, and they're not the full shebang. Well, we believe in salvation by grace alone, in the full justification and righteousness of Jesus Christ, by faith in Jesus alone, and so therefore Christians would not hold to a three-tier or subpar tier or less than tier based on some works and earning. We hold to being in the presence of God. And so the term celestial kingdom certainly would fit. Maybe it wasn't the best use of terms, but I don't think it's a bad use. I think we should be able to use that. John Bunyan said that, pilgrim is character of Christian. The pilgrim is going to the celestial city, right? The celestial kingdom. These would be appropriate uses of the term for heaven. So yes, I used that in the sermon, and it wasn't to make some tie to LDS belief and Christian belief as if they're the same. I don't believe that's the case, which I think I made clear in the sermon. But to answer your question, I don't think that's a wrong term just because others would use the term. I think we could use that term. I think it's an appropriate term. If you have a question you'd like answered, you can text us at 385-368-6665. You can submit that question online in an email or whatever the case may be, and I'll do my best to try to answer it.